जो करना करो, हम भी करेंगे। अपनी सारी कौम को कह रहा हूं, तैयार हो जाओ।
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. If you have a weak heart, if you cannot handle the raw truth, leave right now. PTI, a satanic personality cult built on one man, a man termed as a messiah and a revolutionary. And now that personality has crumbled, PTI has lost everything. What remains is dust. The chaos of 9th May, the broken hopes, the disorders, the endless agitation. Again and again they stir trouble. All the data is there. We all have seen it. We all have read it. Well, it stinks of desperation. Today we discuss the Pied Piper myth of Imran Khan and how the finally mask fell. The moral contradictions, the 3 failed marriages and the court-acknowledged daughter that shattered the holy facade. The sympathy card industry run by Alima Khan and Noreen Niazi. The Chief Minister of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa misusing state machinery for street politics. KP's financial bloodbath. Billions taken, governance collapsed. The iron law of Section 144, Code of Criminal Procedure Pakistan, and what happens when it is violated. Further, we discuss today's PTI's protest as a direct national security gamble during active terrorist threats. Firstly, the Pied Piper and his mask. For years, he was sold not as a politician, but as a moral symbol, a manufactured messiah, the Pied Piper of public emotion. Followers did not question. They only worshipped. Criticism was called betrayal. But every Pied Piper is finally exposed. The mask shattered, and behind it stood not an ideology, but a single fragile personality wrapped in propaganda. 3 public marriages, 3 public failures, a life of personal contradiction, yet endless public sermons on Riyasat-e-Madina and morality. A man who could not stabilize his own home was projected as the guardian of national character. Then came 9th May. Flames instead of reforms, mobs instead of accountability. From that day onward, PTI stopped being a political party. It became a chaos syndicate. Talking about the children, sympathy card, executed with facts. For 2 years, the same cry is repeated. The children are being stopped. The sons cannot meet their father. Let me destroy this lie with facts. Well, Imran Khan's sons are not babies. Qasim is 26 years old. Suleiman is 28. These are adult men. These are not infants to be pushed into prams with pampers on. If they genuinely wanted to come, they would have come. No one can stop a 28-year-old man from boarding a plane. No one blocks a 26-year-old man from completing documents. And then there is the court-acknowledged daughter, Tyrian White, born June 15, 1992. 33 years old as of 2025. In 1997, a California court ruled Imran Khan as her father. Stop selling adult children as helpless victims. Their absence is not obstruction, it is choice. And that choice is being weaponized to ignite unrest inside my country. This is not family pain. This is political scripting. Talking about the sympathy card industry, family as propaganda. Well, every few weeks, the script changes. His health is collapsing. His life is in danger. Meetings are being blocked. Yet, documents are never completed. Tracking numbers are never shared. Because solutions kill their drama. Normal nations pray for their leaders' health. Here, health is used as a political weapon. This is emotional extortion of the Awam. And now the KP Chief Minister and the financial bloodbath. KP is Pakistan's most federally dependent province. Fiscal year 2025 to 26. Total expected income 2,119 billion rupees. From the Federation, 1,990 billion. Own revenue, only 129 billion. That is only 6%. From 2010 to 2025, KP received 700 billion rupees under war on terror compensation. Yet today, literacy rate, 55%. Immunization, 71%. Hospital beds, 0.5 per 1,000 people. Talking about development funds, only 31 to 35% utilized annually. 94 billion rupees for Tehsil councils never released. Audit objections crossing 300 billion rupees, and instead of fixing governance, the KP Chief Minister misuses police, vehicles and state authority to fuel PTI street politics. This is economic negligence weaponized for agitation. Now the Section 144, the state's red line. Section 144 is a legal command. No illegal gatherings, no misuse of state machinery. And today it is enforced because Pakistan is under active terrorist threat. Crowds today are soft targets. So anyone provoking gatherings is playing with the lives of my people. Now let's discuss the protest exposure. Leadership missing and institutions being attacked. Now look at today's protest. Where are the senior PTI leaders? Where are the MNAs, MPAs, senators? Where are the loud mouths of television? They're hiding. Who is on the streets? The Awam, the laborer, the student, the old man, the very few in numbers. They're being used as human shields. And while using the people, PTI relentlessly attacks Pakistan's sacred institutions, the same institutions that defend borders in Operation Bunyan-e Marsoos, that fights terrorists inside our cities, that protect this nation day and night. What have these institutions not delivered for Pakistan? What sacrifices have they not made? This is cowardice in expensive language. This is chaos marketed as struggle. You do not put your own children on the streets. You push mine. And now the final verdict. Total political indictment. PTI was never a responsible political force. It was a myth built on emotion and sustained through chaos. The Pied Piper lost his tune. The crowd scattered. What remains is noise, victimhood, and lawlessness. This is failure weaponized as politics. This is agitation disguised as ideology. PTI is a cult of justification, a factory of agitation, and a marketplace of political victimhood. Pakistan will enforce every law. It will audit every rupee. Pakistan will not bow to emotional blackmail. There will be no forgiveness for disorder, no mercy for those who misuse state power, no protection for lies dressed as leadership. Pakistan stands. My people will not be used. My institutions will not be insulted. And manufactured myths will not survive. Take care. This is your very own Priya Farooq signing off. Allah Hafiz.